Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back to my channel, my Loverlies. If you've never been here before, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I am so happy you found me. I do so hope that you will like and subscribe before you leave. Become part of the Mama family. Mama's got your back, at least where makeup's concerned, and definitely when that makeup is cheap. Today is all about cheap makeup. We're actually doing a little bit of an unboxing. I placed an order with Colored Raine Cosmetics. Guys, everything was so dirt cheap. I couldn't resist. I couldn't help myself. Also, they're having one heck of a Black Friday sale. Black Friday is today, the day you guys are seeing this video. So I really do hope that you guys will jump on it. Or I'm hoping I can get this up on Thanksgiving, so that way you guys can go get it for Black Friday, because there are so many really fantabulous products from this brand. I think you're gonna absolutely adore everything. Before we get started, a very special, very warm welcome to any of those that are new to my channel. I am so incredibly happy that you are here. If you enjoy the content, I do so hope that you will mash that thumbs up button. I hope that you will subscribe if you have not already, and I hope that you will ring my bell, turn on your notifications, so that way next time I upload a video, you can come right back here and we can hang out together again. Guys, I have my makeup done already. I did make sure to film a TikTok on today's eyeshadow look. It is so very pretty. I look very alt today. I am feeling it. I'm feeling myself. This black lip is making me feel very fierce. If you are wondering what this lipstick is, I talk about it all the time. It is the Hard Candy Crystal Lip Duo in the shade Black Diamonds or Black Sapphire. Yeah, Black Diamonds. So what it is a lipstick and lip gloss combo. Guys, these things are dirt cheap. I think they're $6 or $7, but they're so nice, and they come in such really beautiful colors. This one is a really deep blue, almost black, but they've got a purple one that's gorgeous. They've got some really beautiful nudie neutral colors as well, but I just love how juicy and shiny they look on the lips. There is glitter all through this bad boy. So very pretty. But I always get comments on this lip when I wear it, so definitely go check it out if you're into it. It is the Hard Candy Crystal Lip Duo in the shade Black Diamonds. So pretty. But of course, I did make sure to film a TikTok on today's look. I'll make sure to have the tags for that, as well as all of my other socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff, listed in the description box below, along with a list of everything that we're going to talk about in today's video. And of course, if you have any questions about anything I'm talking about or anything that is on my face, baby, all you got to do is leave me a comment and I will get back to you. All right, babes, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into the makeup. I want to start off with something that I purchased for my Christmas giveaway. Now, I know that I have mentioned the giveaway in a couple of separate videos here recently, but it is because every single year I do a giant giveaway for Christmas. I have some really fantastic makeup to give away this year. I've been working on it and building up my stash all year long. So there's going to be a multi-winner giveaway. I'm going to announce that probably after Thanksgiving, probably in the next couple of days. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But for the giveaway, I purchased this thing right here. This is one of their most popular palettes. It is sold out continuously and it just came back into stock, so I definitely had to pick it up. This is the Colored Raine Safari Raine palette. First of all, I'm not going to touch it and I'm not going to swatch it, but I am going to open it just so you guys can see what it looks like. Packaging is 10 out of 10. It is so pretty. When I tell you this packaging feels heavy and luxurious, it really does. You open it up, you get a nice full-size mirror, and then this is your color story, and I just think the colors in here are so beautiful. They're so wearable. They're going to go with and complement so many skin tones, and I just think they're really beautiful colors and easy colors to work with. There was really fantastic reviews on this eyeshadow palette. I think that the shimmer shades in here, the metallics, are really beautiful, but they're not too glittery. I think there's plenty of mattes in here to play with. I am excited for whoever wins this palette. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Now, I don't want to swatch it or touch it because I want to keep it pristine for whoever wins it, but that is going right in the giveaway. Now, I did pick this up at full price. I think this is like almost like a $25 or $30 palette, but I was able to pick it up for $10, which I think is a very, very fair price, but so pretty. So I cannot wait to announce the giveaway and see who wins. The next palette I picked up is the Rebellious Nudes palette. And I am not one for neutral palettes. I feel like if you have one neutral palette, you probably have them all. But there was something about this palette that I couldn't ignore. I think the tones in here just looked so dreamy. They looked so yummy and warm and scrumptious, so I had to pick it up. This one was the most expensive palette that I purchased, and it's the most expensive thing, period. I purchased in today's haul. This was $12.50, which again, I think is still a very, very fair price for this eyeshadow palette. First of all, the packaging is stunning. It is so beautiful. It is matte, soft touch, and it almost feels like it's like waxed a little bit. It just feels really, really nice. Nice heavyweight, like sturdy cardboard packaging. You open it up, again, you get a nice full-sized mirror, and then this is your color story. And when I tell you I am so freaking excited about this eyeshadow palette, now I know it doesn't look like anything super special, but to me, I just love this gradient. I love the way that it's put together. You go from really light to very, very deep. They've got a black in here, which I really adore. You've got 3 shimmers. Everything is matte, which I appreciate. And then you've got 3 shimmers up at the top. And when I tell you, these shimmers are freaking stunning. They're so pretty. They're glittery and gorgeous. This one right here is actually a duochrome. It's kind of like that red to brown to green kind of shade. Just looks super, super pretty. Let's do... Oh, look at that. It is so stinking pretty. Let's do a little bit of a swatcheroo. Yeah, that is really, really pretty. I definitely am going to recommend using a glitter glue with these just because they feel like they're going to need a little bit of something sticky and tacky to hold on to. They are quite glittery, but they just look so pretty. And then last but not least, you've got this really gorgeous kind of like icy diamondy shade. Oh yeah, I think the inclusion of these 3 shades is super smart because they're gonna go with every tone in here. You've got something nice and light to really pop on the inner corner and the brow bone. You've got a nice mid-tone, something that's just gonna add a little bit of sparkle to the center of the lid, and then you've got a super fun kind of shifty shade just to bring a little fun into the mix. I think this is a very, very wearable, very easy to use and digest palette. I think the way that it's put together is super smart as well. And I just think these tones, they're like the quintessential super warm tones. Like this, you could wear all day, every day. Use the same tones and probably come up with 1,000,001 different looks with it. I like that you get something that's a little bit maroony, a little bit deep and red. I like that you get something that's just a tiny bit mustardy as well. This camel tone right here is absolutely stunning. Let's go ahead and swatch a couple of the mattes just to see. And of course, they're the standard colored Raine mattes. They feel silky and smooth and buttery soft. Yeah, beautifully pigmented. All 3 of those tones are just insane. This is just, it's like caramel macchiato, like latte makeup. Like it's just super warm and just like rich and comfort. I love these kinds of tones. I am freaking stoked. At $12.50, I think this is an absolute steal. I definitely think that if you're into neutral tones, because this is still available on the website, if you are interested in going and picking up anything from the brand, if you are a neutral tone girly, I definitely think you need this palette in your life. Also, I think because I picked this up and it was a sale, but it wasn't the Black Friday sale. So I think the Black Friday sale, their prices are going to be slashed even more than the sale that I shopped. So you could probably get this even cheaper than $12.50. And if that does happen, baby, I'm telling you, go pick this up. This is so nice. This is one of those palettes that you can go to every single day and get a beautiful, flawless makeup look effortlessly, like every single time. This is so pretty. in the vein of some more eyeshadow products, I picked up a couple more of these 6-pan eyeshadow palettes. Now, I do have to say, as much as I love the Rebellious Nudes eyeshadow palette, the 6-pan palettes is really where like my love of the brand comes from. I just think their 6-pans are so stunning. And I know that is super weird of me to say, because usually I definitely prefer a bigger eyeshadow palette. Oftentimes 6-pan palettes are just like, oh yeah, that's cute, but they don't really steal my heart, not like the big eyeshadow palettes do. But y'all, when I tell you these 6-pans are freaking extraordinary, I cannot wait to share them with you. So I picked up 3 of them. Well, I picked up 2 of them in this haul, but I'm adding another one because I ended up getting the entire set of one collection. So the one that was in my collection already was the Wealthy Chic palette. This one I have used pretty much non-stop since I purchased it. I think that the tones in here are freaking fire. These 2 shimmers are absolutely everything. And again, the mattes, they're just so easy to work with. They're pigmented, but they're not like overly so. They blend effortlessly. They build well. They build quickly. They're just really fantastic. And again, I love the way that this palette is set up. You get a nice lighter tone, a mid-tone, and something deeper. You get a nice light icy shade for brow bone and inner corner work. You get something sparkly for the center of the lid. Just a bright pop of fun along the lid. It's just so pretty. There's a shade in here for everything that you might need. You can use this as your light shade, you can use this as your mid shade, this as your outer corner shade, and then use this as a liner if you wanted to. There's 1,000,001 different ways to utilize this color story. The shimmers in here are just freaking fantastic. This is a duochrome. It switches from like this beautiful icy white to like a super bright kind of lime green. So pretty. This one is definitely my favorite shade of the palette. It is the one that I use the most often, but it's spectacular. It is spectacular. Their shimmers are truly just kind of extraordinary. They're so pigmented, they're so glittery, but they're just, and they just go on and they give you that nice, like opaque, even lay down of color. Now these ones, I don't think you necessarily have to use an eyeshadow primer with, or like a glitter glue, because they have a great amount of moisture on their own, so they stick to the skin really, really well. But of course, if you want maximum payoff, I definitely think a glitter glue helps, but they're so pretty. So that was Wealthy Chic. Now in this next sale, I picked up Sunset Chic and Pretty Chic. Y'all, look at this. Look at this freaking packaging. I just want to show you all 3 of these tones all together. The packaging and the colors on these, they melt my makeup loving little heart. They're so beautiful. All of the packaging is holographic as well. I just sit here and stare at them. I just think they're so freaking pretty. I don't know what to do with myself. I was trying to see if I could like pick a favorite between the 3 of these, and I just can't. I think they're all so freaking beautiful. If I really, really, really had to pick a favorite, it would probably be this green one, but I just think they're all so pretty. It is so difficult. So let's start off with Pretty Chic. This one I picked up in the sale for $5.60. Now, this is a 6-pan eyeshadow palette, and not only is it a 6-pan palette, but there's 6 very generously sized pans of product. So you're getting a ton of product in here for less than $1 a shade, which is just, it's an insane value. This packaging I just think is so pretty. I cannot get over it. Very nice. You open it up, and again, each palette includes a nice full-size mirror. So if you depend on a mirror in your palettes to do your makeup, this brand is for you. Open it up, you get 6 pans of product, and again, I think the overall setup in each of these pans is pretty much identical. You're getting 4 mattes and 2 shimmers. So in this palette, you get this really gorgeous, very glittery, kind of holographic kind of shimmer. And then you're getting this really gorgeous, like almost rose gold metallic. They're just, these 2 shimmers, they're absolutely everything. So this one is definitely holographic. It has reflex of pink and blue and purple in it. Can you guys see that? It just looks like a really beautiful icy white in my monitor, but I want to be able to show you guys the little reflex of pink and blue and purple in there. It's not going to pick up, and that is such a shame, but I'm telling you, this shade is absolute fire. It is complete and total dynamite. And then you have the pink metallic shade, which is just, it swatches, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Their metallics are genuinely something so special. I think, oh, they're so pretty. And then you have your mattes in here. So again, I love the way that it's set up. You have something super light, you've got something mid-toned, you've got something a little bit deeper, and then you also have your like eyeliner shade, right? Or you could, any which way you want to mix it. I love that it's kind of like pink and red and purple instead of just being a bunch of different tones of pink. Oftentimes when you just do different shades of pink, it doesn't contrast on the eye at all, and it ends up being just one really pretty pink look, but there's really no dimension to it. There's really no there's nothing special about it. So the fact that they added a pink, a red, and a purple in here, I think is so very smart. Y'all, this purple is freaking stellar. Look at that. Purple is probably one of the more difficult shades to formulate. Oftentimes it ends up being patchy, it ends up being spotty, and just like not good in general. But that purple, look how pigmented it is, look how beautifully it's swatched. I have used the purple in this palette. It is stellar. It doesn't patch on me, it builds beautifully. Oftentimes, if you can get a good purple eyeshadow, it lets you know that the brand has their eyeshadow formulas on lock, and this one definitely does. Then you have this very red leaning kind of pink tone. It is still pink, but it is a very deep, almost red leaning pink, which is very pretty. Love that. And then this lighter pink shade, super pretty. And then you have this hot kind of like Barbie pink. Y'all, I mean, it's Barbie Paradise. It is Barbie Paradise in a palette, and it is stunning. For $5.60, you absolutely cannot beat it. Now, I do have to let you know that these are pigment palettes, which means that some of them are not safe. They're not deemed by the FDA or whomever to be safe for use on the eye area. A lot of that is just because the FDA, they're just really far behind on their approval process, and these are very safe. They're deemed safe to use over in Europe, where the standards are really high for cosmetics. So I believe that they're fine. I did use all of these shades on my eyes. I didn't notice any kind of irritation. I didn't come across any kind of problems with it. Now, the reason that these aren't approved yet is because oftentimes they do cause just a little bit of staining, and I will say that the pigments in here, especially like the deeper pink one, it did stain my eyelids just a little bit. However, I went in with a cleansing balm and a warm washcloth and just gently kind of like scrubbed my face, and it came off it pretty much completely. So I really didn't see any lasting effects from the pressed pigment at all, but I did want to point that out to you guys just so you knew. Next up, we have Sunset Chic. And y'all, this one, can you guess what the color story in this one is? I'm over the moon. I am completely and totally over the moon. I think this packaging is just, it might be my favorite. I think the holographicness is probably the most prominent with this packaging. I just love the way that the rainbows kind of chase across the front of it. It is so pretty. I adore this shade of like peachy coral. It is so pretty. You open it up, and this is your color story. Ooh, it is so pretty. If you like a good sunset eye, if you like a good orange moment, this is absolutely everything. It is absolutely everything. Tones like this make blue eyes absolutely glow. I did wear this. I don't know that I did a picture, that I took a picture of the look that I created using this, but I will make sure to do tutorials in the very near future. Guys, these colors just make blue eyes absolutely glow. It's insane. Again, you have the same kind of setup in here. You have 4 mattes and 2 shimmers. You have a little bit of a lighter metallic and then something a little bit deeper. There are no super special shades in this palette, but one is almost like a foiled metallic and the other is a little bit softer. They're both really, really beautiful, super pigmented. You guys can tell, you can see the difference. Like this one almost looks like melted metal. It's absolutely stunning. And then this one just has a little bit more of that really gorgeous kind of like glittery shiftiness to it. It's a little bit softer, not quite as metallic, but they're both very, very beautiful. And then I think the mattes in here are just pretty self-explanatory. You have a yellow, you have an orange, you have a more kind of like orange leaning red, and then you have something that's a little bit rustier, a little bit brickier for some depth. Guys, it's absolutely effortless to use this eyeshadow palette. Again, you open it up and you know exactly where everything needs to go on the eye. You don't have to think too awful much about it. Just kind of, it basically just applies itself. It blends itself. As deep and rich as some of these pigments are, they still go on and they just blend so beautifully. That like bricky rusty red is like, it's probably my favorite shade in this palette. I just love how deep and rich it is. This super deep kind of orange is really, really beautiful. Then you have that kind of macaroni and cheese shade, and then we have the yellow, and I will say the yellow in here is freaking fire. That yellow is super pigmented. It's got that kind of white base to it, so it goes on the eye and it just looks so creamy. But it manages to look creamy without being powdery, without being chalky. Sometimes when eyeshadows have more of that white kind of powdery base to them, they can go on the eye and they can look a little bit chalky, they can look a little bit ashy, but this just goes on and just looks like really gorgeous, smooth, brilliant, pigmented color. It is absolutely stunning. This absolutely, it blends literally like butter onto the eye. It is so, so beautiful. I can't get over it. Now, as much as I love Colored Raine for their eyeshadows, I did pick up a couple of complexion products as well. So believe it or not, Colored Raine actually has a full range of products. They have blushes, they have bronzers, they have foundation sticks, they have contours, everything you need for a full face of makeup. Colored Raine basically has got you covered. Their liquid lipsticks are among some of my very, very favorites. They're going to be on sale as well. On top of that, they just restocked everything. So hopefully they don't sell out too fast. They are known for their liquid lipsticks. They have some of the longest lasting, most pigmented, they're just fireproof. Fireproof liquid lipsticks. They're absolutely stunning, but they sell out. They're known for their liquid lipsticks, so they sell out almost immediately. So if there are any left, you should definitely pick some up. Try a shade or two. They're really, really nice. If you're not into matte liquid lipsticks, they also have bullets and lip glosses. Their lip glosses are fantastic as well. There's something for everybody. But ever since I found out about the brand, I have been coveting one blush in particular. Now, they do have cream blushes and their colors are beautiful, right? So it is a Black-owned brand. So when that happens, you just know that, first of all, the pigmentation is going to be there. You know that they're not going to be afraid of fun and funky colors. You just know that they're going to do it right, right? So they have a range of blushes and they are so beautiful. They come in, I want to say 4 or 5 different colors. Now, I did order 2 of those colors. Unfortunately, one of them didn't show up. I did message customer service though, and they got right back to me within, I want to say like 18 hours, and they let me know that they're going to go ahead and they're going to send it out to me, which, oh, I am so, so happy. Their customer service is fantastic. I still have yet to hear back from Juvia's Place about that coffee shop palette that I ordered 5 freaking months ago. It's just a loss at this point. But I did want to mention that their customer service was chef's kiss, really fantastic. They just sent me an email, let me know we're going to put that in the mail for you, and let us know if there's anything else we can do for you. That made me really, really happy. So I ordered 2 different shades. Unfortunately, the spicy shade I ordered did not arrive. It's a really gorgeous, like bright kind of, not bright, but like kind of burnt orange. Very, very excited to play with that one when it gets here. But the one that I really, really wanted did show up. So this is the Butterfly Cream Blush. I'm actually wearing it today. This is the most incredibly, incredibly pigmented, gorgeously, just like, oh, it's a purple blush. It's a purple cream blush. Now, I do have a couple of purple blushes in my collection. However, most of them, all of them are powder, and none of them are like this true of a purple. This is the truest purple blush. Like, it's everything. It's everything. If I can get it out of the packaging. Y'all, this blush has me just, oh, it's so pretty. It is so pretty, and it looks just as beautiful on the cheeks as it does in the pan. Now, I know you can look at this color and be like, that's really, really purple. There is no way that that is going to look anything but awful on the cheeks. I am here to tell you that it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Let yourself explore when it comes to colors on your cheeks. I think pink is like, it's that like bubblegum baby pink is so in, and it's so trendy right now. But I really think that purple and orange blushes are on the rise, especially purple. I think purple blush is definitely going to be a trend, if not next year, the year after. I really feel like it's climbing the ranks of colors for cheeks. More and more brands are releasing purple blushes. It's really not that common of a color, especially in a cream blush. Y'all, when I saw this, I lost my ever-loving mind. I have been lusting after this product in particular for, I want to say, a good couple of months now. It did finally go on sale. I was able to pick this cream blush up for $5.60. Now, it does go for, I think, around $16 originally, so that is a very, very deep slash in the price point. Y'all, for $6, this is absolutely, it is for $16, it would still be fantastic, but for $6, it's like less than drugstore, and I am absolutely over the moon about it. Y'all, I'm just sitting here. Let's go ahead and swatch this bad boy. Look at that. Look at that. It is so pigmented, but it blends out. The texture of it is super thin, and it's not greasy. It's not waxy. It's not heavy in any way. It almost has like a water gel kind of feel to it. It just goes on. It glides onto the skin. It is beautifully pigmented, but then it blends out. Let's do a little bit of a blender brew, and it blends out, and it just looks, look how unpatchy, look at like how even that pigmentation is. It dries down completely. It leaves your skin feeling so silky smooth and soft. It feels incredibly hydrating, but it's not sticky. It's not tacky. It doesn't feel waxy or greasy in any way. It literally just sinks into the skin and disappears, and the only thing it leaves behind is that pigment, and that pigment is everything. Now, as bright and deep of a purple as it appears in the pan, once you blend it out, you're just left with a very soft purple flush on the cheeks. Now, you can build it up if you really want to go for it. Let's do one more layer. You can build it up and really build up that purple pigmentation, but I love how it still stays cool toned. Oftentimes, if you get a purple blush, you put it on your cheeks and it instantly warms up and it turns into a much warmer kind of pink toned shade. This definitely still reads as purple, which is something I definitely appreciate. If I wanted a pink blush, I would use a pink blush. But this goes onto the cheeks and it still reads as purple without reading clown-like or like costume makeup. It somehow, it works. It works in a really, really beautiful way. I am very, very happy with it. I think it looks stunning on the cheeks. It is definitely a cool toned purple blush. So if you're on the market for a purple blush, I cannot recommend this one any higher. Like, it is so nice. Exactly what I was hoping it would be. I mean, it exceeded my expectations. The formula is so much better. It is so much better than anything I was even hoping for. It is so lightweight and so comfortable, yet hydrating. It's really beautiful. I love this. This might be my favorite purchase in the entire order. I picked up one of their bronzers as well. So I was very, very curious about this. Again, I just wanted to kind of test out their entire range of products. So I was like, let's just go for it. So I picked this one up. This one is in the medium shade. There is a shade lighter than this one. I picked up the medium one though because this looks like it's got more of a cool kind of like almost red kind of undertone to it. So I thought this might be a really gorgeous bronzer contour kind of shade for me. This is the medium shade. It is called Caramel Delight. So you open it up. First of all, the packaging, 10 out of 10. It is really, really beautiful. A nice, heavy, sturdy, compact. It's nice, thick kind of plastic packaging. It feels really nice. I like the color of it as well. It's this really beautiful cream packaging with their gold logo on the front. Very easy to open as well, even if you have nails. I love these kind of closures because you can just get your flick your nail in there and click it open. Now you do get a full-sized mirror, which I love, and this is your actual bronzer. Now I know that it looks very, very deep in the pan. Again, I haven't really played with this yet, so we're going to kind of discover it a little bit together. It does look a little bit deep, but I read on the description of this product that it was suitable for light skin. Yeah, that color is beautiful. I was worried that it was going to be too warm for my skin tone, which is why I usually go for the lighter shade, even though sometimes it's not quite deep enough for my skin tone or for the way that I like to do my makeup. And oftentimes I get the light shade and really wish I would have picked up the medium. So I just went for the medium shade today. I'm really happy that I did. I think that tone is really, really beautiful. It's not too red. It's not too orange. There's definitely some warmth there, but it doesn't look like... Let's see what it looks like when it blends out. The formula, like the actual texture of the powder, feels really nice. It's got a nice dryness to it, like not overly dry, but it's not like a super buttery powder either, which means it's going to go on and it's going to blend pretty easily and pretty effortlessly. I really like that tone. I do think it leans just a little bit on like the golden red kind of side of the spectrum, but it is a pretty neutral color as well, so it's going to work beautifully. It is pretty pigmented, so I feel like I'm going to have to go in with a fairly light hand when I use this bronzer, or else things are going to get real dark real fast. But I am very excited about it. I think this color is beautiful. I think that if you're any lighter than me, or maybe my skin tone, maybe go back to that like first shade, because they are so pigmented. They're such rich shades. I do think that the lightest color probably would have worked just fine for me. It seems like they're very buildable and very, very pigmented. So I feel like the lightest shade probably going to do you just a little bit better, because I'm going to have to be so easy with this color because it's going to get so deep on me and so dark on me so very quickly. But it is pretty. I really, really do enjoy that tone. A super beautiful, very, very neutral bronzer. Oh, so happy about that. And then last but not least, I picked up this thing right here. This is the Love Affair Blush and Highlight Duo. This one, I'm not exactly sure when this was released. How much did I pay for the bronzer? So I paid, how much did I pay for the blush? So I paid $5.60 for the blush, and then I paid $5.60 for the bronzer as well. Now, as for this Colored Raine Love Affair Blush and Highlight Duo, this thing was $6.30, so that makes it what, $3.15 a shade. Not bad at all. Definitely cheaper than drugstore prices. The packaging on this is really beautiful. I love this super deep crimson packaging. Again, it's kind of like that soft touch, almost waxed, heavy weighted cardboard packaging. It just feels nice. It feels pretty luxurious as well. Again, you're getting a nice full-size mirror, which I really, really appreciate. And then these are your tones. I am so excited to use this highlight. It looks, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks like it might be a little bit glittery, but it looks like diamonds. It looks like diamonds on ice. It is so beautiful. And then this color is going to be perfect for winter. This is going to give you that cold girl just in from the weather, like super like ruddy cheeks, rosy cheeks. I am very, very excited, but I definitely want to dip into that highlight real quick. Let's take just a little bit on my brush here. Just going to take a little bit. Tell me you guys see that. Like, that's not me imagining things. That is super icy and freaking blinding. That is stunning. And that doesn't look glittery at all. It's just straight up metallic, icy freaking goodness. I am here for that. That is freaking beautiful. Oh yeah. Completely and totally blinding. That is going to be so beautiful on the brow bone or inner corner. Oh, that is so pretty. I am in love with that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Let's do a little bit of a swatcher brew on this blush. Oh yeah. That blush is really beautiful too. Super like straight up deep, kind of like almost like ruby red kind of color. But I feel like once you blend that out, it's just going to leave such a pretty like rosy flush. Look how easily that's blending out as well. Just going to leave a really gorgeous rosy flush on the cheeks. I am very, very excited about that. Guys, all in all, I am freaking stoked. I am so happy about everything that I picked up in today's haul. I did, of course, order another one of my paint bases. The paint base in the shade white is my very, very favorite. It has quickly become my very favorite cut crease medium. It sets down, it's pretty much budge proof. It's tear resistant, not exactly tear proof, but it does resist my tears pretty well. It holds up beautifully throughout the day. It's mattifying without being overly drying and overly like texture enhancing on the eyelid. It's fantastic. It has very quickly become my very favorite thing to use for any kind of cut crease. It's fantastic. I picked this up for, I think it was like $4.20, something like that. Very, very affordable. Cheaper than pretty much anything you're going to get at the drugstore. Now, again, they did kind of skip out on my order, so this is one that I got from my last order. However, like I said, customer service was fantastic, and it is in the mail, and it's on its way to me. Guys, I love you so very much. I hope today's video gave you just a little bit of inspiration. If you are looking to pick up some new makeup on Black Friday, I highly recommend you go check out Colored Raine Cosmetics. They've got just about everything you might need for a full face of makeup. Their prices are freaking fantastic. They are not afraid to slash those prices for Black Friday or for a sale. Just really kind of fantabulous. Their eyeshadows are spectacular. Their complexion products are beautiful. I just don't think there's any way you could go wrong with the brand at all. Guys, I love you so very much. Thank you so much for being here. As always, no filters, no fancy lighting. It is just me sitting in front of my camera, playing with some makeup, hoping you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. And until next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, you're important. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.